football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Florida State head coach here before the kick. They know that they have an opportunity to make some history here today. Their wide receiver is so close to breaking that conference record for passing reception touchdowns. The problem, in the red zone, the defense is going to be keyed on him. He has shown to be a big-time possession receiver. He can go up and get the football. That's going to be a fun cat-and-mouse game to watch. Defense doubling, a lot of push and shoving, or can he come down with the ball and come down with a record here today? Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Seminoles ready to kick it away first. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, going to throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeps it on the ground. Knocked down immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
From the gun on third down, Sangapolatelli. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 net.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is good. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. JKS throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got...
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ball. There, got some room in it to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
Well, when you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Kroma. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Caught. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Sangapavatelli. Got it behind the line. It's Turner. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll try the right side. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jets.
Snags it, and there's running room. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Knowles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeps it moving. It's Kroma. Runs through a tackle. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
And And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Rush is on. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Past the 40. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Seminoles! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They kick it away on fourth down. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's got great speed. Quick step and go. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's Chroma, and he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football field.
Sagapavatelli. Right side, it's Chroma. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Or maybe a double pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games, and on that fourth down, final play of the first half, what an unbelievable job making the grab and taking it in for the touchdown. That was huge for the offense, giving them the lead. You just can't do it any better than that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. As the Gators head for the locker room by the Watch the Line, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 4 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Huskies coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory caps the season there for them at 11-1, one of the best regular seasons in program history. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Now here's Songa Bolatelli. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Montgomery. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this RB's been a weapon, man. How much fun is it to have a guy that can run in a touchdown, can catch 2? You can deploy him anywhere on the field. He's dangerous, and this defense, they better get locked in, man. Wherever he's at, whether he's catching it, running it, all eyes need to be on him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He's got it, and he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Songopolitelli play action. Looking to the big tight end. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Croma. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move, and still couldn't get loose. JKS. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Baugh again. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab down the middle.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, If the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Out wide right, it's ball. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. In search of that tying touchdown, they've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's a give the ball. Fights off a defender. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Back's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with ball. Swapped immediately.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Behind a crease, it's Croma. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Got a little space. He's got the first down. Oh, a lot of of space. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Knowles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Defense still has a couple of timeouts here, David, but the offense ought to have things well in hand.
Well in hand, make them use.
Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Tough run here, it's Croma. And he's in! Touchdown, Seminoles! They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll give it to Ball. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.